She stood in the middle of my driveway, arms crossed, blocking the red and white lights that were flashing behind her. The ambulance siren screamed, but she didn't move an inch. "You can't open this gate without HOA approval," she yelled like she owned the street. My wife was inside the house, doubled over in pain, and every second mattered. The paramedics kept honking, shouting at her to move. But Karen just waved a piece of paper in the air and screamed, "This is a private community. No one comes in unless I say so." My fists tightened, but I forced myself to stay calm. I whispered to myself, "Not now. But she's going to regret this." The driver begged her, "Ma'am, this is life or death." She smirked and leaned closer to the gate, acting like she was the sheriff of the world. I could feel my blood boiling, but instead of shouting back, I pulled out my phone and dialed one number. Karen laughed when she saw me calling. "Oh sure, call the cops," she mocked. "They'll arrest you for violating HOA rules." But her face changed when she heard me say, just 2 words into the phone, "It's urgent." The ambulance lights kept spinning. My wife's cries echoed through the house, and Karen had no idea the man I was calling was my brother, the fire chief. Karen slammed her palm against the iron gate like she was guarding a castle. "Nobody's coming through until you pay your HOA fines," she shouted, her voice sharp and smug. The paramedics were pleading now. "Ma'am, she could lose the baby if we don't get inside right now." Still, she wouldn't budge. She turned to me with a crooked smile. "Your little emergencies don't cancel the rules. You signed the contract, remember?" I stayed quiet, because I knew silence would scare her more than yelling ever could. Moments later, the roar of another siren cut through the street. Not an ambulance, but a fire truck. Its red lights reflected off every window on the block, and neighbors started stepping outside, confused. Karen froze, her smug grin melting as she realized the truck was pulling directly toward my gate. The moment the door swung open and my brother climbed out in full fire chief uniform, the crowd gasped. He walked straight past Karen like she didn't exist and said in a voice that shook the air, "Open this gate right now or I'll have it ripped off its hinges in 30 seconds. Karen stammered, "You can't do that, this is private property." My brother didn't even look at her. He turned to the firefighters behind him and ordered, "Get the bolt cutters."